You're watching Pascal in the Morning. Welcome back.
Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, y'all? Or more like good late morning, something like that. It's your boy Pascal. This is the Pascal Show, a.k.a. Pascal in the Morning. How you guys doing out there in Facebook and YouTube land? We are streaming simultaneously right now on both platforms. So if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for checking it out. And if you're watching this on Facebook, what's up, fam? What's good? But anyway, it's time to get going. You know who we got in the house? We have Chris Gethard in the house. Make some noise for Chris Gethard of the Chris Gethard Show. I'm very excited. This guy's very talented. That's why I'm wearing my New York hat. Got to give a shout out to New York. You know what I'm saying? He's from New York as well, or his show is in New York. He's originally from Jersey. But anyway, actually, come on up here, man. Come on up and say hi. Chris Gethard, everybody. What's up, man?
How are you?
I want to say thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for being so patient.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
It's, you know, usually today we weren't planning on doing a show, and then I found out that you were in town.
Oh, I had no
and I
idea.
had to drop everything to be here to talk to you.
Well, that's
so,
nice.
Absolutely, man.
Sorry to cause any stress.
No stress, no stress caused. But I appreciate you, man. Chris Gethard, everybody. Yeah, make some noise, guys. Make some noise. Hey, so before I introduce everybody else and all that, what is like anything fun you've done recently since you've been in St. Louis yet? Like so far, have you done anything fun yet?
So, I mean, I got here yesterday afternoon. I immediately went to Emo's, which may have been a bad call, digestion, to eat that.
You're lactose intolerant?
You're not, I mean, does that even qualify as lactose? It was delicious, don't get me wrong, but that cheese is something else.
It's like, it's some amazing stuff, man.
Yeah,
you know
it's like melted plastic, but it tastes really good.
It's like melted plastic on a Ritz cracker, but it's really good, though.
Yeah, delicious.
It's tasty as all get out, man.
Delicious,
well, I'm glad you dove into the, you know, are you adventurous in your taste buds?
I try to be, yeah. And then sometimes I just pay for it.
Exactly, later on.
Yeah,
It's just like, oh boy.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy. But I'm glad you went and checked it out, man.
Thanks, yeah.
Well, anyway, thank you so much. I'm going to be talking with him in a minute. Chris Gethard, everybody. But we got to keep it rolling. You know how we do. On the ones and twos, we got DJ PZ. What's up, my dude? How you doing, my brother? Man, you been all right?
Doing great.
I mean, I appreciate you being here. I know this was kind of like a last-minute pop-up show and all that. But, man, I'm happy that you're here, man.
I'm happy I'm here too, man.
That's awesome, man. On comments, we got, you know how we always are. Sean Hall, yo, what's up, man?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
You good?
What's up, yo?
Weekend good?
Yeah, man. Weekend was good.
Weekend was
As
everything
always,
you expected it to be?
Busy, but really good.
That's
it
good,
was
man.
a dope weekend. It was dope.
Yeah.
No
well,
pun
that's good.
intended, you know?
That's good. And I'm actually really excited because this weekend is Father's Day. So everybody out there that has a father, I want to say happy Father's Day. Or, you know, obviously you have to have some sort of father to be around, right? So if you know your father, how's that? Congratulations. Happy Father's Day to your fathers and all that. But I also do have one thing I want to say real quick. I am putting out a interview that has to do with me actually sitting down and talking to my father. It's a really intimate and very, it's different than what I'm used to doing. So because of that, I was going to premiere it today at 5 p.m., but I'm actually going to push it till Sunday morning. I think we got a flyer up there somewhere. So we will be doing, we will be streaming that live at 10 a.m. on Sunday morning. Definitely check it out. You know, I sit down and I talk to my father about all kinds of crazy stuff. It gets a little emotional there too, but you know, it's a conversation that I feel like I personally needed to have, and I wish other people would venture and be brave enough to sit down and have ask those hard-hitting questions to your parents. So that's what's going to be coming up on Sunday, on Father's Day, at 10 a.m. So definitely check it out before you go off and spend your time with your family and your loved ones and all that. And also to the fathers in the house, let me just say that. Happy Father's Day to all you guys as well.
That's
you know, without you guys, we wouldn't be on this planet. So, especially the ones that stick around too, you know, that instill how to be a man and how to treat a woman and all that stuff. Big shout out to all you men that raise your children no matter what the situation is. But anyway, it's time to get into the news. Let's get into it. We got one thing, breaking news that just recently happened. It's kind of sad because I'm a big fan. Chris Hardwick has been accused of sexual assault, sexual abuse. His ex-girlfriend of 4 years just put out an article on Medium basically stating all types of crazy stuff like that he sexually abused her, was very controlling, and just, you know, just kind of was just an all-around really bad boyfriend. Obviously, I don't know if Chris Hardwick has said anything, but Chris Hardwick is obviously the host of, let's see, Talking Dead. Back in the day, there was Talking Bad. You know, he is pretty much like he is like the Obama for nerds. You know what I mean? Like, yes, we can. You know, like, he was one of those guys that really made me feel okay for being as nerdy as I can, or as nerdy as I am, because, you know, he's a very successful man. So it's interesting. I don't know. You guys hear about this? Did you hear about this?
I mean, he was also in Singled Out. He was also in
he was singled out. House of 1,000 Corpses. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that wonderful piece of cinema.
He was also in Terminator 3.
Terminator 3.
Rise of the Machine. So.
Yeah. So I mean, he's been doing his thing. He's been doing his thing.
And,
you know, he's got a whole bunch of stuff. He's all over AMC doing his thing. But now this thing just came out. Literally like about 4 o'clock this morning. This article, and it's going crazy right now. Obviously, everybody's waiting to see how he responds to the whole thing. But obviously, it sucks.
That's crazy.
It sucks. I mean, especially, you know, we're only getting one side of the story. Let's just say that, too.
True.
Only one side of the story. And, you know, I don't know what you say about that, especially when it comes to the Me Too movement. It's an interesting thing. So, anyway, that's one piece of news. Obviously, Kim Jong-un and Trump finally met. They sat down. And actually, you know what? I applaud them. I applaud Trump. I applaud him for that. I'm going to be real. I'm not a Trump supporter, but he said he was going to do it. And guess what he did?
He did it.
He did it.
Yes, he did.
So, maybe, you know, Kim Jong-un finally said, hey, I want a Burger King. And he said, yes, you're going to get a Burger King. But, hey, dismantle those nuclear weapons, though. And he's like, yep, I'll do it for you, no problem. So, big, you know, shout out to Trump for doing something he said he was going to do. You know, we can all clap to that. Save the world, one nuclear weapon at a time, you know. But anyway, I want to put this out there to all you guys out there. Definitely, when we come back, you know what, I'm not going to say it right now. We're going to go into a commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to sit down and do Let's Talk. See you guys in a minute. Deuces!
I'm sorry, I can't make this interview boring because this man is too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is going to leave and go somewhere else where we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, I love Pascal on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
IDEX Media does a lot. From IDEX Photography to IDEX Films. We help create forever memories and forever impressions. Image a nation, image a world. IDEX Media.
Awesome sauce. Yeah, baby. Nowhere will you find more selection, greater style, or a more colorful collection of the finest mink, chinchilla, fox, and sable coats, jackets, wraps, and accessories than the Fur Center. Now until January 7th, save up to 80% off. Stop in today for the best selection.
You're watching Pascal in the Morning. Welcome back.
You're going to perform
I'm sorry,
tonight.
I can't make this interview boring because this man is too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is going to leave and go somewhere else so we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, I love Pascal on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
IDEX Media does a lot. From IDEX Photography to IDEX Films. We help create forever memories and forever impressions.
Hey, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is the Pascal Show, aka Pascal in the Morning. If this is your first time checking out the show, please go and click that like button. If you're watching this on YouTube, please click that subscribe button, especially that bell. Crush that bell so you get notifications every single time that we go live. But anyway, before we go to my guest, Mr. Chris Gethard, I wanted to do a little thing called Let's Talk.
Now you've got to be kidding me.
He needs some milk.
And today in Let's Talk, this is the one thing I wanted to ask all you guys out there. I would love for you guys to comment down below. It's Father's Day weekend, the whole 9. Comment down below. Let us know what you are doing for your father for Father's Day. Or if you are a father, what are you going to be doing with your loved ones for Father's Day? We would love to know what's going down. But I'm actually going to throw it over to my boy Sean Hall. What are you doing for Father's Day, my dude?
I'm going to be working.
You're going to be working?
Yeah.
Dang. You work hard for that money, though.
Yeah, I do.
Hard for the money.
Titan's actually away for the summer, so
okay.
I'm sure I'll like FaceTime him or something, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Where's he at?
Louisiana.
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 Down. You know what I'm saying?
Meow.
Gambit.
That's what's up. Gambit, right? Sherry. Oh, come on, Sherry. So that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
It sounds like he's just on a little vacation, summer camp. What?
Yeah, he goes away for the summer every time, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So yeah, I'm sure I'll talk to him.
How about you, Peasy? What are you doing?
Family's gonna take you out to dinner, give you some presents, make you feel special. I don't know exactly all the details, but
So a whole bunch of whole bunch of ties.
I don't know.
You don't know?
My girl's pretty good at gifts. She don't usually do the tie thing.
Oh, so she's real fancy. Does she treat it like it's your birthday kind of thing?
Pretty much.
Dang.
She's a good gift giver.
Shoot. Well, you know, I have no kids, but, you know, I hope future wifey does that for me, too. You know?
That's what's up.
Because you know what I'm saying? Like, back in the day, it was always, like, ties and socks.
Yeah.
Right? That was the go-to when I was a kid. I don't know about y'all, but that was my go-to. Ties. Socks.
You can't
See,
go
drawers
wrong.
are a little too personal, like between a father and a son. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you can't go wrong.
These give you an extra little home for your boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, there's an extra pocket in there for you, buddy. So I don't know about that, but I would love to hear what you guys are going to be doing for Father's Day. So comment down below. Definitely let us know. But when we come back, we'll be sitting down with Mr. Chris Gethard. See you guys in a minute. Peace. feel
I'm
performing
sorry,
tonight?
I can't make this interview boring because this
No, it's
man
not
is
boring.
too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is gonna leave and go somewhere else where we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, I love Pascal on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
IDEX Media does a lot. From IDEX Photography to IDEX Films. We help create forever memories and forever impressions.
Chris Gethard has a very unique TV show on True TV that actually was on a public access show, on a public access channel for about 4 years before he hit it big on True TV. It airs in New York. It's crazy. I can't even explain what this show is all about. So we got a little trailer, so take a look. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good evening, weirdo. Welcome, very funny Chris Gethard, everybody.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you too, man. Man, oh man. Wow. Well, first off, I wanted to say again, thank you for being here.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
I really appreciate it.
I really like it.
Yeah, well, thanks,
Yeah.
man. I know, because this. Oh man, I got so many questions for you. It's ridiculous, by the way.
Okay.
So I'm really excited about talking to you about everything, like your whole journey and all that, because I know, this is humble. This is a humble set and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very avant-garde. It's got a very.
It's strange.
It's a strange show.
Yeah, even I don't really know what's going on half the time.
Like, I don't know if you remember De La Guarda. Do you remember De La Guarda?
My wife was in De La Guarda.
Really?
My wife was in De La Guarda and Fuerteventura, yeah.
Wow, that's so crazy because the way I look at this show, it's got that like De La Guarda. I started the Chris Gethard show on public access. What was the biggest struggle?
Well, I mean, first of all, getting anyone to watch, because you'd say public access, and I think a lot of people are like, oh, I didn't even know that's around anymore.
Right.
And then there's also a lot of, I wouldn't say stigmas, because stigma refers to maybe something that's has more gravity or social causes, but certainly people are like roll their eyes a little bit. But it's like, we just tried to be artists here. And I started to become really proud of it. And just put a lot of time and money I didn't have into it. And like I said, it managed to work out, but just got lucky, I guess. Worked really hard, and then got lucky, and then all the hard work meant that we were kind of ready when the luck came,
But, and that's awesome. I mean, it's all about hard work and just, just throwing everything to the wind and just going after it. But what was the moment that you realized, like, yeah, I got a show here. Yeah, I got a show here.
It's funny, because there were a whole bunch. I mean, I wanted to quit so many times. Oh, that's weird. People are finding it online. And then I remember the first time we got a call from Canada, and then we started getting calls from the West Coast. And this guy Fred started calling from Hawaii. This girl started calling from Brazil. This guy started calling from Sweden. And for us, a lot of that was how we started to notice it, of like, oh, we can see it spreading. We got a call from Australia tonight. What is going on? How are these people finding this thing? So that was really, it was always, our show started to get pressed too, and that meant a lot, but what always meant a lot more was like, someone would call in from some place where we're like, I just know for a fact you're the only person in Ireland who's ever heard of us.
Right.
You called us, and you're the only one, and it just started to feel like this thing that was spreading like a virus. It was pretty exciting. And then
That's cool.
I'd go on the road and do stand-up, or we'd take the show on the road and do touring shows, and like I'd do stand-up, and somebody would just wait.
6'11".
It's okay. These things happen.
They most definitely do.
I feel so at home right now.
That's awesome.
You guys
That's
have
awesome.
mugs. We didn't have mugs until this year.
6'11", you said? Yeah. Wow. The things we do for the art, right? Oh, shoot.
Anybody who's a fan of my show who's finding this moment, watching us fix the mic while the show is live, is in heaven. This feels like why they signed up to get my back in the first place.
Are we good now?
How are we feeling? Check, 1, 2. Check, 1, 2.
Okay. Wow. That is as real as this show gets, y'all.
I love it.
That's awesome.
Isn't that funny that just happened? We were just talking about all that stuff. It's
Yeah.
Perfect
That's pretty
timing.
awesome.
Perfect timing. Are we good? Can we continue now? Can I continue doing my show?
This is
awesome.
The best.
All right, so I'm so sorry.
No apologies.
We were just rapping about, okay, so you started doing everything like, okay, so then what was like, who was like your first like guest that you had that was beyond just some, just a local guy doing his thing kind of thing? Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, I came up in New York's comedy scene, so I knew a lot of people through that. I'd been going for like a decade, and I had a lot of friends that were like, man, it's kind of cool that you're doing public access. Like, I think a lot of people had seen me get frustrated. So the first person I remember who really got our back was Horatio Sands, who was on SNL for many years. I know him through UCB.
Before he lost the weight.
Before, he was like in the process of losing the weight.
Right.
You can kind of watch if you watch the first year of our show, you can track Horatio's weight loss pretty well.
Right.
But he really thought it was cool we were doing public access. He started showing up because I think he realized, like, oh, there's no rules here. It's pure chaos.
Absolutely.
There was one time where he showed up and I was like, oh, you're going to come jump on the show? He's like, no. And I turned around at one point and he was just operating the camera. And I was like, did you really come here just to be the cameraman? He's like, yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, that's cool.
He's an early one that I remember.
Yeah.
Him. Who else were some of the early people? Andrew WK did
wow.
our show in the early days.
He's actually pretty cool.
He's very cool. He's very strange, but very cool. Amy Poehler did it.
Yeah.
Zach Galifianakis did it when we were on public access. Those guys were a little later.
And it's all because of the stand-up.
Yeah, just knowing
circuit.
People through the comedy world.
That's
and
really
then
cool.
They just saw I was working hard on my thing, and I think, I just knew them through the circuit, and then they came and helped me out. But Horatio was like the big one in the early days where you start to see, one guy who was starting out in comedy, who now does a ton of comedy, but he was switching from radio, there's a DJ on Hot 97 in New York named Cypher Sounds. Yeah. And he came by because and all of a sudden there were like a bunch of New York hip hop fans watching it that were like, what is this garbage show? And I was like, but they're watching. Some of them stuck around, so.
So explain to everybody like what the concept of the show really is, because some people don't really know. Like, okay, it's a talk show, but it's weird. It's got a really crazy twist to it. So
it's really strange. I mean, I think I grew up really loving Letterman and how chaotic his show could get. And how it was just like he'd do these strange bits and just commit hard to them. Oh, yeah. And I think I was getting like pretty fed up around then of like everything was starting to feel really like formatted and structured and maybe cute with late night. And I mean no disrespect, but things just feel like really packaged and cute. And I was like, I don't like the idea of like everything's nice on late night. What if like the chaos is being left out? Let's just do a show that's all chaos. So I wanted to do a show where you'd watch it and feel like the host was not in control at all. Right. And I think that's kind of the premise behind it. So, like, I've had kickboxers beat me up. Yeah. And I've been, like, totally degraded on my own show. I once had a dominatrix destroy me through the full hour. Like, just things where it's really clear, like, this dude is, there's no one behind the steering wheel of this show. There's no captain to this ship.
It's so crazy, man.
It's weird, man.
It's a wild show. It's really fun, but it shows a different side to the people that you have on the show. Because
that's my favorite part.
They're not coming in to just talk about like that one anecdote of like that one time I caught a frog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like because those late night shows kind of do those things.
Sometimes
you know what I mean?
You see people really shine on our show because you realize they can roll with the punches and they look really good, and they look like real human beings, and that makes me happy. Like we did one guy you wouldn't think of. We did a whole episode where instead of humans, the studio audience was dogs. So instead of human beings, which it usually is, it was just all puppies. It was like 50 puppies. And the guests...
Are you serious?
Yeah, and it was really dumb, and it smelled horrible. It really was a bad idea. But
none of the dogs got into the fights and stuff? I mean,
they did, and they were peeing and pooping throughout the whole evening. It was a bad idea. But the guest that night was Jason Sudeikis, who'd been on SNL. He's been in a bunch of movies. And I think people maybe, if they don't know Jason's work, think of him as like a pretty straight-laced dude. Yeah. But I've known him through comedy for a while, and he can be real weird. And he just hung out and had such a good time. And that's one in particular where I'm like, man, you really got to see the weird side of this dude. He just let his guard down and had fun. Right. I'm really proud of it. Really proud of it.
That's cool, man.
But it was a disaster. I mean, the audience was dogs. It was weird.
Audience was, and this was on the True TV series?
That was when we were on a network called Fusion a couple years ago. So
Fusion,
we did public access, then a very small network called Fusion picked us up for 2 years, and we just did 2 years on True TV.
Yeah.
And
you
now
just
I don't
finished
know
your
what,
third season, right?
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen now. So we'll see.
I mean,
probably get canceled. It didn't get good ratings at all, but that's okay. It's nuts.
It's a crazy show. It's
Yeah.
absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
So I know that you had like a one-man show that you did in New York City called Career Suicide.
Yeah.
And I got to see a little bit of it. And by the way, what a very courageous and very very honest but very funny
Thanks.
approach to talking about just
depression
and alcoholism and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So what spawned you to like? What inspired you to actually make that? To start that one-man show?
Well, I've always talked openly about that stuff on my TV show and whatnot, public access, and I never totally delved into it, but I kind of was like always happy to go there, just because it's honest and whatnot. But I have a friend named he's a very, very, very talented comedian named Mike Birbiglia. I don't know if you're familiar with Birbiglia.
Yeah, I know
He's
Birbiglia.
great, and I opened for him for a year, and he was like, "You need to start telling those stories on stage, man." And I was like, I don't know, those stories about my depression and stuff, they're pretty grim. Like, he's like, yeah, but I think you can make them funny, and if you can make them funny, I know they're going to be really honest, and they might mean something to people.
Right.
So he kept badgering me about it, and almost to get him to shut up, I was like, fine, I'll try it, and told a couple of the stories on stage, and I was really surprised. Like, some people did get turned off, but some people laughed really hard, and then some people were like, hey, like, that feels really truthful to, like, some stuff I've been through. Thank you for saying it. And I could tell it meant a lot to people, and made me just do some sort of soul searching of like, man, when I was a kid and that stuff was setting in, I felt like I was not allowed to talk about it, and that felt really bad. So maybe if I talk about it, some people who are younger now will feel that way a little bit less so than I did, and I kind of felt at that point honor bound. But I was almost mad. I was like, man, Biggs was right. That makes me mad because now I got to talk about this stuff. But then really just started trying to work hard on it. Because I didn't want to half-ass that one,
That's what's up. I mean, so speaking of Father's Day and all that coming up, are you a father?
I'm not a father.
Okay, well.
I'm a husband.
Well, that's
not a father.
Hey, sometimes we play father figures too. Sometimes, right? But I'm curious as to how's your relationship with your dad? Is it good?
It is good. He's a good guy. He was a real workaholic when I was growing up, but he's really chilled out. Now he just wants to like be chill and retired and have fun, which is a funny change of pace for me. My father and I have a great relationship, good dad. We've never told each other that we love each other. We've never said the words, I love you.
Right.
And I got a new book coming out in October, and the dedication is to him. And I say to him in it, we've never said it out loud, but I want you to know I love you. And I handed him a copy, like the galley copy they give you a few months beforehand.
Right.
And he sat down and opened it, and I was like, oh, wow, I'm going to get to watch my father read that. Yeah. So he reads this thing that says, I want you to know we've never said it out loud, but I love you. And he closes the book, looks at me, and he goes, that's very nice, thank you. And I was like, couldn't get him.
Yeah, you're
couldn't get him to
you're
say
opening
it.
Go, almost. Yeah. I almost had him. Like,
almost.
Had his shirt.
He's just not into it. It's fine. I mean, I know he loves me.
Yeah.
He's never going to say it. Maybe on his deathbed, God forbid. I don't want to see that day come anytime soon. But I feel like on his deathbed, he's just going to be like, I love you too.
Yep.
And then die.
Like,
and that's how our relationship will end.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So it's a great relationship is the answer. Good
So,
guy.
I mean, is part of that in that one-man show?
I mean, it's more in my book. My new book, a lot of it is kind of about my dad. And how he taught me to have this relentless work ethic. I think a lot of guys from his generation, it was like you just have to work as hard as you can until you drop dead.
Yeah, my dad was the exact same way.
Yeah, but now I'm also lucky too, because now he's older and I'm like, oh, I see him wishing that he kind of relaxed and enjoyed things more along the way. So I'm pushing 40 now, and I'm also just like a relentless worker, but I'm also learning from him enough to know, like, oh yeah, you got to enjoy your time too while you have it. Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Look up. Enjoy the scenery.
Stop stressing out. Don't let the blood pressure get out of control.
Right.
And so I've learned a lot from him on sort of both ends of that. He's a good dude. I like him. I'm lucky that he was around.
For a lot of us, we're lucky they're even around.
Yeah,
you know,
for
there's
sure.
some that aren't around.
For sure.
But I do have one last question because this, after digging and, looking you up and all that stuff, I found something that was very, very interesting. You sat down with, I guess, one of your hardest critics or somebody that hates you that much.
Oh, that video,
Travis.
Yeah.
Travis, right?
He's from St. Louis,
He's
I
from
think.
St. Louis, which I thought was really funny.
It's not an ambush. He's not
No,
here, is he?
No, it's not an ambush. Trust me.
Okay. I haven't seen that dude since we shot that video.
That Whitey McTalentless?
He called me Whitey McTalentless, yeah.
I'm sorry, it's hilarious.
He said my agent should kill herself.
Yeah, hopefully she hangs herself. I was like, dang, this is some heavy stuff.
He went hard. More power to him. Yeah, he called me Whitey McTalentless.
What made you go and hit up that guy and say, hey, let me talk to you live on camera?
Well, the internet is a real dangerous place, and people can be anonymous. But I've always been really mean. But I think the anonymity of it warrants that. And I always think of it anytime I read stuff that's harsh, because sometimes people do say pretty brutal stuff about me, and that's okay. And I'm not trying to be a baby about it, but I'm also like, man, it's really fascinating to know that this is a human being who comes from somewhere and has a whole life.
Right.
And I wanted to just meet him. So I was a stalker about it. I got weird.
Yeah.
Managed to figure out who he was. Sent him a message that was like, "Hey, I'd love to talk to you and maybe make a video." And
found him through MySpace or something like that. Something crazy like that.
Yeah, it was way back in the day. It was through MySpace and a lot of Googling. And he wasn't that into it. And then he was like, "You know what? Let's do it. I'm going to be in New York on this day, and let's do it." So it was short notice, and I grabbed the camera, and I give him a lot of credit because I was able to just go like, "Hey, so here's what you wrote, but you're clearly like a living, breathing human being. What was behind it?" And there was a part of me that was like, man, he's going to be like, the anonymity of the internet means we go hard, and I've learned from this. And he was like, no, like, that is all true. Right. But also, I don't think you're very talented. I will stand by it. And
He was not.
He didn't really back down.
Fold. He never folded.
And I give him credit for that. He both was like, yeah, it was a little ridiculous in how I phrased it. It was maybe harsh, but also, yeah, I don't believe in your ability to succeed at what you do. One
thing I liked, though, when I was reading the comments underneath, of course, and one of the guys was like, obviously he's not a real troll because he's out here willing to be in front of you. Yeah. Like he's not a genuine guy because he went out of his way to say, yeah, sure, I'll be on camera to sit next to somebody who's on TV. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I do respect him for doing so. A real troll would have stayed hidden in the shadows. He stepped up, he put his face to his alias, and it was a weird thing. It was a weird thing, but I give him credit. It was funny because a lot of the comments, too, people started messing with him and like making fun of his haircut and stuff. And then he sent me a message that was like, man, these people are being mean. And I was like, I don't know what to tell you, dude. Like, you did that to me. Yeah. It goes around, it comes around. It's an interesting world we live in. It's a very interesting world we live in.
In a way, you kind of got a little bit of revenge. Just a tiny bit.
A little bit. And I didn't even have to make the mean comments. I didn't love that people were leaving mean comments under him. I kind of felt like the whole point of doing that was to say maybe we should let that side of the internet culture go. Right. But it was a weird moment of reckoning where he was like, this is rough. And I was like, yeah, now we're in it together at least.
Now you got to face with the name. You know what I mean? Which, that's the bet he made. Yeah. I mean, from the beginning.
We're still Facebook friends, me and that guy.
Wow.
Yeah. Seems like he's doing good.
Is he still talking trash on you?
No.
Oh, okay.
We don't really interact, but every once in a while he'll just be like, oh, here's this thing I did. Here's a picture of me and my friends doing a thing, and I'll click like just so he knows I'm still watching. You're like, I still got my peepers on you, man. Yeah.
Well, so you're in town for, you're doing a little stand-up stint over at Helium Comedy Club. So how long are you going to be there for?
I'm there tonight, 2 shows, Saturday, 2 shows, and then I head on to, I think next weekend's Tempe, Arizona.
Tempe?
Yeah, Tempe, Arizona.
So you're on a little tour.
Syracuse after that.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of a...
Burlington, Vermont.
That's a jump.
I go home in between. I just do the weekends.
Oh, wow.
I go see the wife during the week.
Of course.
I come back out, meet the people on the road, tell some jokes. It's nice.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's a pretty sweet gig.
Well, I appreciate you being here. Are you down to play a little game with me in a little bit?
Yeah.
All right. Chris Gethard, everybody. When we come back, we're going to play a quick little game with him, so stick around. It's going to be fun. Deuces.
I'm sorry, I can't make this interview boring because this man is too exciting as a host. and I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is gonna leave and go somewhere else where we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, I love Pascal on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
IDEX Media does a lot. From IDEX Photography to IDEX Films. We help create forever memories and forever impressions. Imagination, image a world. IDEX Media.
Awesome sauce. Yeah, baby.
Nowhere will you find more selection, greater style, or a more colorful collection of the finest mink, chinchilla, fox, and sable coats, jackets, wraps, and accessories than the Fur Center. Now until January 7th, save up to 80% off. Stop in today for the best selection.
You're watching Pascal in the Morning. Welcome back.
Hey, welcome back, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is the Pascal Show. If you haven't seen this show before, and if you haven't done that, go to the Facebook page.com or go to facebookpage.com, facebook.com/the Pascal Show, and click that like button. Go to that page and give us a little bit of love. Also, we are on YouTube right now at the same dang time. So go there, click that subscribe, give us some love down there. Say hi, comment hi down below. We would really appreciate it. I'm here with Chris Gethard, everybody of the Chris Gethard Show. Make some noise. Yeah. We are about to play a fun little game called Who Said That? All right, now the premise of the game is, or actually the theme of the game today is 90s TV shows, okay? My boy, Sean Hall, is going to, what's up, y'all? Is going to basically tell us certain famous lines from famous TV shows from the 90s, because I'm sure we're a product of the 90s, right?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
First person to ring the bell, like this, and gets it right, gets to spray the other person in the face with water. Sound like fun? Oh, and if you get it wrong, the opposing person gets to spray water in that person's face.
You can't just try to ring in first and say some random nonsense.
Yeah, you can't say random nonsense. You have to have it right. If you don't get it right and I get it right, then I get to spray you in the face.
Okay.
All right?
Splish splash.
Splish splash, I was taking the bath. All right. So.
I'm going to be bad at this.
Oh, it's going to be all right. You'll be just fine. You'll be just fine.
You'll be fine.
Okay.
You'll be fine, Chris Gethard.
We'll
Mr.
see how
Gethard?
it goes. I'm trying to remember
Or
TV
Chris?
shows from the 90s. Please not Mr. Gethard.
Gethy?
Everybody just calls me Geth.
Geth? Okay, well, that's
Geth?
what's up. All right, Geth.
All right.
All right,
Okay.
you ready to get this?
All right,
Ready to have some fun?
So first one. Where is this from? Physical challenge.
Ooh.
Double Dare.
Yes.
Yeah,
Boom!
that's correct.
I was right. Can I get a little bit of something? Oh, yeah,
It's nice
something?
the fan is coming
Nothing?
around me, too.
You ready? You ready?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry because you
No,
got
please
glasses.
do it. Oh, wow.
There
I
we
thought
go.
that was going to be
It's
like
got
a
some-
cooling
like
spell.
a
It's
mist.
gonna be like the mist.
No, instead
it's
it's like
It's like the stream.
a violent stream.
It's like, damn.
If you like die of like malaria later, I don't know what
Where
to
did
tell
you get this water?
This is the cleanest water. The cleanest city water.
Cleanest city water.
City
I get it.
water.
I get it.
Okay, that's one.
I wish you had mentioned malaria before I did this.
Next
Okay.
time, close your eyes and close your mouth. It will be just fine. Ready?
All right. Hey, baby. I hear the blues are calling. Toss salad and scrambled eggs.
That's Frasier. That's Frasier.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's
yes.
right.
Yes.
Oh, that was a good
Frasier.
one.
I do have, can I just say, I've never felt more like a white dude than ringing a bell and going,
That's Frasier, yo.
Frasier.
Frasier, yo. Yeah. Now do the running man.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, that was
yes.
right in your eye.
Oh,
Sorry about
Thank
that.
God I
That
closed
was
my
like,
eye.
Yeah,
that was
I'm
like
glad you
right
closed your eye.
there.
That was good aim. I didn't know I had that aim.
Woo.
I
Okay.
I think it should be the miss.
Like
Mazel
safety gun.
tov.
A
All
miss,
right.
you could
it should
easily
be-
adjust that to a miss. But
That is a hard,
Yeah.
like laser-like
But it does
spread.
have a thing. Someone chose that.
Yeah, you can.
No, I don't.
You can.
Well, at this
just
point-
twist it.
Hey, well, that's-
just twist it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was supposed to work. I'm sorry.
Just twist it.
You could.
No, that's okay.
You'll
That's
get it
okay.
when you like.
Yeah, now I'm gonna be extra
Frasier.
motivated.
All right,
Okay,
let's go.
ready? Next. How you doing?
Friends.
Who said it?
Joey.
Yes.
Joey from Friends.
Yes.
All right. I sprayed you already.
No, please.
Okay. Ready?
Give the people what they want.
One single squirt.
So much forehead to hit.
Trust me,
Okay.
I got all this too. Got a lot of real estate.
All right, ready?
All right.
You got it, dude.
That's you.
No, that was you.
No,
You're just
no,
trying to
literally-
be nice because I'm
no,
the guest
I
and you're
literally,
the host.
I missed.
I touched your hand.
Okay.
I
Okay.
hit
Fine.
your hand down. It was full house. Spray me in the face with
No,
water.
you got it. You got it. You spray. That's 2-2.
No mercy.
Oh. All right.
Trying
3-1.
to be nice because you feel bad.
3-1.
You asked me to do this and you keep winning and you feel bad. I've been there. So I'll do it myself. It's fine. It's hot out anyway.
It is hot out here.
All right, this is a really easy one. Okay? The sea was angry that day, my friends, like an old man tried to send back soup in a deli.
Seinfeld.
Oh, that is.
Yes.
That is from the whale
Yes.
episode.
Yes.
It's George talking about how he was on the beach.
Yep. Yep.
There we go.
Classic
That's
episode
right.
too. Classic episode. I can't
It is a
believe I missed
classic episode.
that.
Okay.
Maybe my favorite
Ready?
episode.
What's
Yes.
the deal?
Yes.
Who wants
Really
to deal with the
bad at
soup
this
Nazi?
game.
Here's another
All right.
easy
I
one.
almost wish I didn't know the answers instead of just knowing them slightly later than you know them.
All right, this is another easy one.
Okay.
Did I do that?
That's
Come
Full
on.
House. That's Full House all day, every day.
No. That's Family Matters.
Oh,
It is?
yes.
That's
Urkel.
family.
Urkel.
Oh my God.
Did I do that?
Wait, that wasn't. It was. Wait, that wasn't the little kids that say that.
No, it's
What is the
Urkel.
one that the kids say?
Hi, Laura. No, they say you got it, dude.
Oh, like Michelle. What does Michelle say?
What did she say?
I just messed up Urkel.
No, you just messed up Urkel. Yeah, it's okay. He made nerdy guys look cool, sort of. Not really.
At what point?
Not right now.
At what point did this game go from fun to sad? 3
He
answers.
did a left turn real fast. This song is making it so sad right now. No,
It really is. All right,
is
ready?
Real love is not every
Now I'm in my head.
scene. All
I
right.
know.
All right, so-
I'm in my head about it.
Last one.
Last one?
Last one. Let's go.
Oh, well, let me get this one right here. Okay.
TikTok.
Kids.
What?
Kids, you tried your best and you failed miserably. The lesson is never try.
Wait, the
Oh,
kids.
that's a good one, actually.
Kids. The lesson is.
Hold up.
So how
Repeat
about,
it one more time.
How about I say it like this?
No, this. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Kids, you tried your best and you failed miserably. The lesson is never try.
I know this.
It sounds really.
Huh?
It is terrible dad advice.
It
That's
is.
the worst dad advice in the history of
It
dad
is.
advice. What do we got?
Clue? That's a clue, isn't
That
it? Is it from a dad character? It's gonna end with me getting sprayed in the face. with
Kids.
7 of them.
That is.
What is that? I know that. The problem is that I'm wet and frazzled.
I don't know. Maybe step by step. Obviously not.
What do you think?
I tried. You get one last try.
What do you think?
I guess. Because I don't know what it is.
Kids, let's see, a show with kids from the 90s.
Show kids from the 90s. Kids.
Lesson is never try.
Lesson is never try. I don't even know what that's from. I
I
really
don't
don't
know.
know what that's from.
What is it?
It's Homer, and it's from The Simpsons.
The Simpsons. That's why I know it. I'm a bad
Dag-nabbit.
Yeah.
Okay, one more.
And a Simpsons.
That was bad. One more.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Also, that was that was not a great impression.
No, I can't do it.
I'm not trying to throw you under the bus.
Okay.
Last one.
Wow.
One more time.
It's long, it's big, it's heavy, it's wood.
Ren and Stimpy.
Yes.
Slug, it's big, it's heavy, it's wood. All right, hey, thanks for playing, man. Thank you so much. Chris Gethard, everybody, make some noise, guys. In fact, I got something for you. Stay right there. Hey, and for playing this wonderful game, you get a crispy new T-shirt. Hey, give it up for Chris Gethard, everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, man, it's time to get going. I appreciate you guys watching this pop-up show. He's getting salty, I can see that, but he's liking the T-shirt, though. I can see that. It's stuck on him like glue, like he just got tattooed. But anyway, much love to you guys. Be good out there. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys on the next feed, most likely sometime next week. Much love to you guys. Peace! Oh, he's just salty. Oh, he's so salty. You okay? You okay? You like the shirt, though. Here, I'll just use that as a towel.
I'm sorry, I can't make this interview boring because this man is too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is going to leave and go somewhere else where we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say,